What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. If you're new to the Martin crew, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. We need you. We need your support. Right, so if you notice, I'm in my uniform. I don't normally make videos in my uniform, but I'm coming from work and I'm like, what the hell? Let's just talk about what's going on across the world. And I'm here. So this channel is not about politics and army and whatever is going on in the war, but I'm a part of it. My wife is in the military. My wife is active duty. I'm in the military. My son is in the military. So we are a military family. Everything affects us. Everything affects America. Everybody's talking about it, and some really don't care because it doesn't affect them directly, right? So what has been going on is the whole issue with Ukraine and Russia. But I'm not going to talk on that. It's just that people are probably wondering, why isn't America taking part in this war? Indirectly, this war doesn't affect us. And whatever I'm going to say here is no military secret. These are things that are on the internet every day. It's on NBC News. It's in the papers, right? So I'm just talking about what I see on the paper, not what I know as somebody who's in the military. I know nothing. I'm a nobody in the military. I'm an E5. I don't get military secrets, all right? So whatever I'm saying here is no military secret. It's whatever I got from the internet, in the news, not Wikipedia, but NBC and BBC, those kind of things. All right, so anyway, U.S. isn't directly involved, but U.S. is a part of NATO, right? NATO, N-A-T-O, right? So NATO is like a police for the world, so to speak, right? And they vow to protect the countries who have signed that treaty to be a part of NATO, all right? So America is part of NATO. Ukraine is not currently part of NATO. Hence, NATO kind of sit back and let whatever is happening happen naturally because they are not a part of it. But they are helping out. They're sending aids to them, like weapons and stuff, but they're not sending like manpower over there because they're not a part of it. However, what's going on with America's side is that America is sending troops to Europe. They've recently sent almost 14,000 troops to Europe. And those troops will be split up into like 7,000 going across like Poland and other countries just to stand by, train up and stuff like that. The other 7,000 is going directly to NATO. So I got that off of BBC News, all right? So I got that, all right? So those are going over there. So let me grab my notes. So I look at all of this, right? So I have my notes, all right, just so I don't go off stuff that I can't prove, all right? So based on some document, all right, so I have my notes. So NATO has vowed to become a 40,000 member troop size, so it need like 40,000 man, right? Not counting equipment, right? So 40,000, and over its existence, this is the first time that is actually enacted. So now it's calling on all these countries who signed, hey, we need these members that you promised us. We're trying to bring up this 40,000. Now America has to send 14,000 over there, 7 of which went directly to NATO on standby. And the other countries are bringing in whatever, sending over their bodies as well. And this force is on standby just in case something happened where NATO has to get directly involved. Based on the news, the first set of members that America sent in that region was a brigade team from the Army, Fort Stewart, and they were the first to go into Germany to train up and stuff like that. Mainly at that point was to help Americans who were in Ukraine to cross the border safely and stuff like that. So not to get directly involved in any Ukraine stuff. And they also sent 5,000 members from the 2nd Airborne into Poland for exercise. So this is all over YouTube. This is all over the news. I'm just looking at it right now as I'm here. It's on Fox News and stuff like that. So these are things that I'm just repeating, just in case you guys don't watch the news like that and you're watching my channel, which is great. Thank you for watching my channel. Right? So that's what's going on. So these bodies that we're sending is mainly to help Americans cross the border safely, as I'm saying, and evacuate Ukraine, right? So, so over these past weeks now, they've also sent a number of F-35s, fighter jets, and Apache attack helicopters. So they are manning the NATO forces. They're manning allied countries and stuff like that, just in case something happens, right? So all right, so that's that. A lot of things are happening. NATO is just there on standby. So just in case, worst case scenario, just in case, like Russia attacking Ukraine and a missile accidentally hit one of NATO country, then NATO will be fully enacted and have to take part in the war. And then that's going to be really crazy because Russia has a lot of nuclear stuff that no one wants to get loose. And then we're going to have a nuclear war and stuff like that. And then everybody going to have to get involved. So like me, I'm reserved. I'm not compelled to go anywhere right now because I'm reserved. And that's the kind of thing that when you're in a reserve, you're technically protected a little bit. Because I think you have like a 5-year window that you have to be mobilized within every 5 years, right? So I just came off of active duty in 2020. So technically I'm free for the next 5 years, right? Technically. But if something bad happens and they need manpower and they say go, then I have to go. Right? So now my wife is there already. She's on a carrier. She's having fun. She's safe. Right? So the safest place to be out there in the sea is on a carrier. So you're on a strike group, and the safest place to be is going to be the carrier, right? You watch those alien movies on the mothership. The mothership is always the safest one. The carrier is the mothership. It is safe. She's okay. So like for me now, my team has been called into training, and we're doing some training, well, in-house training. We're not in the woods running around and stuff like that, because I'm in a medical unit, and we're doing stuff in preparation just in case the U.S. get directly involved, and we have to be running around with our heads loose. But I think U.S. is properly prepared to defend ourselves, just in case anything crazy happens. So that's it, guys. I'm just trying to talk, keep you guys informed just in case anything happens. How this directly affects my family now is that my wife is there. She's just in a patrol. She's not in any conflict. As a matter of fact, it's like she's on vacation and stuff like that because I get to talk to her every day and she's safe. So look at the worst case scenario. Now that my unit is training, if I'm called to go, then I'm going to have to leave my kids and stuff like that. And then that's not something that I really want to do. So that's why she's active duty and I'm not right now, because I didn't want to leave the kids. Sure, because I would be making more money than what I'm making now if I'm on active duty, but somebody has to stay with the kids, right? And it's just crazy. It's stressful and everything. Being in the military, being a full military family is a good thing in itself, but it can be stressful, especially when you decide not to move around. Like for us, we bought a house here in Georgia because we want to settle down. So being in the military, most military families, they do not settle anywhere. They don't buy houses and they don't do anything until they get out of the military. So like for me and my wife, we bought this house in preparation that we are going to be stable, we're going to be here. Right? Most military families, they move as a unit. So in the event that they're moving to this big base that we have in Japan, then the entire family packs up their stuff, move to Japan. When they're done with Japan and they're moving back to the US, then the entire family packs up their stuff and move to US. If they say they're in Virginia for 3 years, they move there. Say they're in Georgia for another 3 years, they pack up their stuff and they move there. So they own Pretty much they don't own a house. They just move around. Some of us are smart enough to buy houses everywhere we go. That's kind of my plan, to buy a house everywhere we go. But that's pretty much it. All right, so that's it. I'm chatting a lot. Most of this makes no sense to you guys, but anyway, I'm keeping you informed. If you like these kind of contents, please make a comment, and I'll probably do more of these military videos and stuff like that. All right, guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and see you in the next video. Peace.